Hello and welcome to Citadel Forge with Fire. Just figured I put a few hours now into the early access. We streamed it on my stream yesterday for 5 hours. Did a couple of hours today. I figured, I'd do a quick little video just showing a little walk around the little house I built. This is it down here. This is my first building build in this game. I started a little house or guild, as this game calls it, with Mr. Stumpy, and jumped on a couple of my mods, and this is what I built together. I mean, Stumpy built like an animal pen at the back, but the house is what I built on stream. This little path in the house behind it is what's been added since. So I'll basically give you a little tour. As you can see, it's quite a contemporary rectangular sort of house. You got some curved or angled corners for some odd reason. I'm not sure why. I made sure to put no windows on the lower level so people can't look in and shoot at stuff. And we got there's an empty chest out front, which is for trading. Gorlak has built a house over there, so he's making some like heavy armor and stuff. So idea being that if you want him to make like a big iron chest or something, you can put the mats in the chest. He'll come over, put the items in the chest, take the mats. Or for deliveries, if people want to deliver freebies to us, that's quite cool as well. I don't mind that. To come up here. So this is more so intended as like a ramp to get in. There's 3 doors to get into this place. This is the back door. And we've got this little ramp here, which is like a landing ramp. If you're flying over from east or from somewhere, you got a ramp to aim at to land on your broom. Got a couple of torches to light it in the night. So this the other sort of light you can get is this like an oil lamp that we got outside the door here. That look pretty cool. Other than that, if you look up top, on the top level there's another door. And this little I don't know, walkway around. I don't really know what the purpose of this was. It was just I wanted to put a door so you could land up top and get in. But I wanted to put something you can land on rather than just have to hover and open a door. I put this here thinking at first I was going to put the fences at the end like that, the railings, but the railings you can't put there unless there's support underneath. You'd have to put like a support beam underneath it to put the railings on, so I just left it. And of course down below there is the front door. We do have the let's have a look up here. So this is like a walkway to like an animal pen. It's like a big squared in area. I do have a bird that I tamed on stream earlier in here called Bermit. Stumpy had her as well, but he lost his one. His one died. So this is Bermit, my level 22 giant eagle. He was level 21 when I tamed him on stream, and he's now level 22. So you got multiple things you can do with it if we mount him. It's got big doors on it, so the idea being, big doors, you can open up the doors and fly out. Go do your thing. We can get him to come and attack some scrubs. Got a bear here. Just get up, beat up a bear. Come on, bird. You got this. You can even loot stuff from the back of the course, which is pretty cool. There's another bird over there, so. Yeah, and when I played for a couple of hours earlier, I picked up this bird and I went around and hid most of the map just flying around. It makes so much of a difference using a bird like this over a over a broom. I mean, the broom is definitely quicker, but this thing you haven't got to worry about mana. There's another bird, another thingy. You don't got to worry about mana because you got no resources to run. Right, let's go park him again. I think I only have a couple of hours left on him. This is the first thing I tame, so I'm not really sure how the system works. This interface, I've got an hour and 20 minutes left. So by the time I record this and render it up, the time should be about up for him to finish up. So if I want to come in, you want to come back in, the door's open, you just fly in the door. Whoops. Fly in the door, land, get off, and off you go. The pets have multiple things. You can release him to let him go free. You can have stay, passive or aggressive on stay and follow. Specific, as with any like MMO stuff like that, you got multiple different modes. Defend, he'll just follow you around. And you can passively or aggressive, it will just attack anything within range. Defend, it will defend. It will attack anything that hits you. Passive, it will do nothing. Right, so go inside the house. Stumping his metal armor. So it's got a nice place. I don't got a taming menu. Let's get rid of the taming menu if I can. There we go. I'll put a couple of trophies in there since I messed around the stream. I learned the trophies. We got this bear head trophy here. There's a wolf over here. Got a bearskin rug. The bearskin rug looks really, really weird. I put it right by the door, so obviously someone's coming up here. You know, open a door. First thing I see when the door opens is this bear head. It's a bit small, right? Like a bear cub rug. So downstairs, this area over, you've got a respawn stone here, which anyone in the guild respawns on when they die. This section down here is like a crafting area. There's loads of different chests for random stuff you farmed out. There's a antlers, which is the third trophy you can make. So you got a deconstruction thing to break stuff down, forge, a workbench over there, which you can use to make you know, like wands, stuff like that, amulets, rings, tailoring bench, the conjurer's thing here for potions. If we head up to the first floor, this is where our regen is. So these poles are regen poles. You stand in the blue one, obviously the mana goes up, as you can see on the top left. The red one's obviously your health going up. And they use energy, these things, to work. So if you look at the thing, there's 600 energy underneath that. I've used 5 energy to get a little bit of health back. And they restore energy from this thing here, which is the... what do they actually call it? What do they call this thing? It's called the mana generator. So it turns the it turns rune crystals. I don't have any here. It turns rune crystals into mana. So when that bar there is got 45 of 300, when that runs out, or when you take 5 off of here, it says 45. So I jump on here and take a little bit out. Then what it'll do is it'll fill it up from there. You see it's gone down to 35. When that's empty, these things will just empty out when they'll stop working. But if you funnel rune crystals into this thing, it will start refilling them. Up the top floor, there's not really much up here yet, but obviously we're ready room for some expansion. Got a throne up here. The throne is what marks ownership of the buildings. And just a chest up here, which is a chest I've been putting random shit in that I've picked up. These pillars are definitely an eyesight, but the only reason these pillars here is because without them, the wall would not work. The wall would, or the roof, sorry, would fall in if it fails. And you can notice on the windows, the only place I've really got windows is the top floor. I think there's 1 or 2 in the middle floor down here, but I've mostly just put windows on the top floor simply because and notice on the top floor they're all around the back, so you can't anywhere around where you've got the walkway outside there's no window, because you can obviously look through windows. I mean, we did some testing, did some messing around in Gorlock's place yesterday, and standing by his window I could look into his window and access his forge and chests and stuff. So yeah, no windows anywhere near. I'm sure at some point they're going to make it so you can't interact with stuff like this. I mean, here I can interact with it. If I was in Gorlock's place, even though he's in a different guild, I would be able to interact like that, you know, with I'd be able to interact with his forge and craft stuff from my inventory and stuff, which I don't know if that's a great thing to do or not. I'm actually thinking about it. I think we've got too many windows up here. This one up here I might actually trade for a smaller one. I've got a wood now. I do now. I ain't got a wood. I'll put a smaller one there and take a couple of these out. I think there's too many. I don't know. Maybe there's not. It looks okay. But yeah, so that's the Bard House. That's Bard House version 1, I should say. Version 1 of Bard House. Level 20, you'll learn stone. Although I don't think it's worth making stone until 25. I think Sackers was mentioning this today when I was on stream. Mr. Sturgeon Sturgers, who's a buddy of mine, also streams. You learn the basic... level 30, you see, you learn the basic floors, walls, and doors at level 20, but you don't learn the stairs, the roof, you know, the stone stairs, the stone roofs, or the stone trims, like the trims are these things, like the railings and stuff, like those pointy railings, or these railings here. You don't learn those until level 25. So if you built a stone building at 20, you'd have walls on a floor, but you haven't got any roof. You'd have to use... You could have a temporary roof. Basically what you'd have is you'd have to use floor as your roof, because you haven't got a proper roof like this. You'd have to use a floor piece like this as your roof until 25. So I don't know if I'm going to do anything at 20 or I'll wait till 25. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll probably mess around a little bit at 20. But thank you guys for watching. I will definitely be playing some more of this on the stream. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing some Sundered. After the weekend, we'll probably come back and do some more Citadel. I'm definitely curious to dive in more, especially get a couple more levels, test out the stone stuff, see how that works with the building. If you want to follow, sub, comment, feel free to do that down below, or you can come over and hit me up on the Twitch stream and follow over there too. Or hey, if you can even sub over there if you want to. Just saying. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.